Now on YouTube, good morning, welcome to Nürburgring Prep Video 3. Today, I've come up and I've got mostly just fiddle jobs to do on the MR2. So the first thing that I'm doing, where's it gone? Well, I've got the angle grinder out, so it's always a good start. Right, I found it. It was my hybrid racing shift linkage, I guess. Is that part of the linkage or just the shifter? Just a bit, obviously, where the gear stick is. So this connects into the shifter, lets you do shifts. Now, the problem I'm having is these little 4mm Allen head countersunk bolts. I just can't get them tight enough. And what's happening is that's started to go. Look, and yeah, I can't get it tight enough to nip, and then it keeps coming loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to change it for a slightly beefier screw with a 5mm Allen drive head in there. But the bolts that I've got are too long. I mean, I've got a bag of like 50 of the bastards. Look, so I've got loads of these bolts, and I thought, oh, I'm going to try and use them, but it's too long. This is the original bolt from Hybrid Racing. That's the bolt that I want to use. So I'm going to have to cut a bit off. Right, that's all good. So it might not look as pretty, you know, not having the countersunk bolts, but certainly does the job a bit better of securing these two clamps. That's what you're doing. Look, see, sweet. Thanks to Alex Barnes for the tip. As ever, he's told me about 3 times how to do this, and I just kept forgetting to do it, but I've done it now, so hopefully no more issues with that coming loose. Alright. Next job. Oh, I want to get rid of this. Not like this, and that's not very TF friendly either. I think I've got in this. God, it looks like a right mess this, but trust me, I know what everything is. Right, I couldn't find that steering spacer adapter thing, so I'll come back to that. But I've just made a start trying to get my centre console off. So I've just put that on now, and it fits pretty good actually. It just needs a bit of a nick here for the shifter to go down. So I'm going to try and keep this connected if I can, but I don't know, it's going to be difficult to do a square there, so I may just bring this straight there, and then it might go a bit floppy on the end, but I mean, it's only going to really be connected at the back anyway, so it's mostly for the window switches, because at the minute they're just on the floor. So I'll get the window switches back in there, and then, you know, I've got somewhere to put a cup there maybe. I've just tried that, fortunately no good. We need to get rid of all of this because the cables actually, they were rubbing on the underside of the plastic, which is not what we want. So we'll get rid of this. Hopefully it's not too flimsy. See what happens. Yeah, it's not that bad. Could be worse. Right, we're done. So we did get a centre console in. Let's cut it just before the switches, but gave me enough room to get the cables down the inside. And yep, switches are in. Yee. Sweet, happy with that. I did bolt on it just in here. Only got the one bolt in it, but you know, race car on it, it's fine. I just couldn't get down the side with the seat. I'd have to take the seat out, it's bolted on either side, but it doesn't need that, does it? It's fine. It's not going to be carrying a lot of weight or anything. Right, cool. Next job. I really need to find that steering thing so we can get rid of this snap off, because I don't like that. And the marshals won't like it on the gate either. They probably won't like the lack of a door card either, but... Right, so I'm pretty happy with my MR2-ish. Getting there, aren't we? Just removed the rear plate because it was a bit wonky, and then found that it was velcroed on, which I've not seen before. So I might try and stick the velcro bits back to the chassis and see if we can keep with the velcro, because it looks cool without a plate, doesn't it? Might try and run it at the track day without a plate maybe. I've just been spending the past few minutes just tidying up the Volvo, just checking the oil and things like that, because the Volvo's getting swapped today. It's getting swapped, yeah. It's not a permanent swap, but it's a swap. And we're going to be trusting it in the hands of a southerner, which is, you know, got to do what you got to do. We're getting a tow car in return. The Volvo obviously could be a tow car, but it needs a tow bar and it'd need stuff. And you know, I only bought a trailer the other day, and I'm going on Monday, so I didn't really have time to get the Volvo. And just to get a car that will already tow was definitely the easiest solution. But the Volvo may tow soon. It needs work on like suspension and stuff, and just to make it a nicer place to be, and it's certainly a safer tow vehicle. I think it'll be fine reliability wise. I don't think it'll ever stop, but the other thing as well is that it uses so much fuel I don't know what it'd be like towing a car as well, but I mean, it gets 25 to 30-ish on the motorways it is, so towing a trailer, you know, it's going to be even less than that. But as I keep saying, fuel is only one cost of ownership of a vehicle, so even if I was to spend 500-600 quid on the suspension and the tow bar and everything like that and get that sorted out, I'd still own the car, it'd still be mine. I'd still be paying a bit more for fuel, but I still think that's better than, you know, getting a new car. Saying like a new daily driver, spending a couple £100 a month on leasing or, you know, financing something, when we've got more money for these when we get the Volvo. So yeah, pending. So I'm just giving it a quash now, and then I'm going to go down, get the swap, and when I get the new car, I'll pick the video up again. You can have a look. So get your guesses now. Go in the comments, actually. Yeah, go in the comments and guess what it's going to be. It's not a Renault Sport Traffic. It's not one of them. Fortunately, it's not a van. It's not a car really. It's more of a Jeep, but it's not a Jeep. So go on, have a comment. I'm waiting. Gotta make sure you actually do it, Anna. Nope, it's not that. I wish it were that. No, I don't like them. What will it be? Right, find out in 5, 4. No, gotta make you wait. I want you to comment. Have you commented yet? I don't know. Right, new car. Can you tell what it is yet? I'm in the car, I'm in it. Oh shit, what is it? Obviously there's a big clue there. I'm sat quite high up, so what do you reckon that is? Oof. Oh yes, beautiful car. That's what you're thinking. So this is owned by a friend of mine. This is his Bang-O-Nomics car. You see it's got a few scuffs and scrapes, but it's all good. This car was owned by his granddad from new, and then his granddad had it for 15, 16 years or something, and was going to scrap it. There's nothing wrong with it. He was going to scrap it, and then that's when my mate inherited it, and he was so kind to lend me it for a week because of one major detail. Hey, look at that. So it's a 270 CDI, which is the only diesel they did of this shape, I'm told. All the rest were petrol. I'd want the diesel one, to be honest, just for the trip that we're doing. Obviously we don't need a big V8 or anything like that, but yeah, fucking hell. It's got some, it's definitely a Mercedes. It's not that bad for the rust. You know what these Mercs are like, it's just on the body, but yeah, look at that. ML things. So I don't really know the car that well yet because I've only just picked it up and then driven here, and I thought I'd show you it. But it feels alright. The best thing about it was it had a Beastie Boys CD in the CD player, so off to a good start. Actually, the CD collection, let me show you. The CD collection's pretty decent, all things considered. Absolute fucking golden boy at the bottom. ML270 because I'm from the north and apparently that's what we listen to up here. Another Blur album, Great Escape, and the Beastie Boys. Is that Illmatic? What's it called? License to Illmatic. That's Nas and Daft Punk. So yeah, got some good CDs, boys. It's alright, isn't it? You can always tell a car and an owner by the CDs are in it. Obviously, we've got no Bluetooth or auxiliary in here. Although I have plugged the cheap eBay little transmitter thing in from the Volvo, just so I can get some Spotify on the autobahn on the way across. I like it. I was thinking of getting something like this anyway, like an X5 or something. I don't know. It's nice to be able to try one before having to buy one. So we've still got a couple of fiddle jobs to do on the MR2. We need to get the rear reg plate on, GB sticker. Ideally, I want to look at that coolant hose again, but it was such a bodge to get it on. I'd rather, I don't know, maybe just leave it and see what happens. But my biggest fear is going out there and then having a coolant leak on the track is very bad at the Nürburgring, and it's very everyone will hate you. It's one of those things that you just don't do there. If you're gonna, you know, well, I guess dropping fluids anywhere is bad, but coolant at the Nürburgring, people hate it. There's loads of people like changing the coolant to water and stuff the past couple of years just because, you know, if it does leak, then it's slippy and it causes accidents. And you know, if you cause someone's accident at the Nürburgring, you're liable for all the damages caused. So, yeah, that's the only thing that's mainly concerning me. But every Nürburgring trip that I've done, I've always had things that concern me with the car, and usually when you get there, the concerns kind of diminish slightly once you get on track. But I think leading up to a trip, like a trip going to a racetrack so far away, I think you're always going to be a bit paranoid about things like that. But what else have we actually got to do? Tomorrow we've got to get the trailer sorted out, because the trailer's electrics are completely missing at the minute, and we also need to get the MR2's wheel alignment done. So we're going to try and do both of those tomorrow at Vaztech with special guest Rolex Dan. Not seen him for a while, have you? So that's the ML, and yeah, another video tomorrow when we're going to be getting the MR2 aligned and getting the trailer lights fixed. Guest appearance by Rolex Dan. He's always got something funny to say, Annie, so I'm sure that'll be a good video. So I'll see you then.